Guys, welcome back to season 3 of Good Morning Gaming, the only gaming podcast that keeps you up to date news every week on what's going on gaming wise. Today I am here without my co-host Dre the Prodigy, but today we have two very special co-hosts. From coming all the way from Comics in the Cross, we have LJ the Paladin, and coming all the way from the deep seas, Lake House Monster. Today, guys, we're going to be playing some Helldivers in the background, so if you guys enjoy, sit back and enjoy our cool little podcast. So, you want to go do the... Alright, I'm not 100% sure. Alrighty. So, guys, first up on the agenda is the new games that have come out this month. Anything new, anything interesting, anything exciting. The main topic that I do want to talk about today is Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. Unexpectedly came out a couple days ago, and people have been playing that. It's very funny, very sad. Dinosaurs died. Pianosaurus died pretty brutally. If you guys have not seen the clips off TikTok, Pianosaurus, my bad. He got barraged by the Play-Doh man. It was very tragic. It is definitely one of the most. It was one of the most surprising deaths that I've probably seen in a video game because Pianosaurus just got mauled. Another thing too that is coming out is the PlayStation Plus games of the month. We actually have a really good lineup this month. If anybody's seen it, we have High on Life, Payday 3, and Pac-Man World, which Pac-Man World was originally released on the PS2, and it is finally coming to the PS5 for the free games of the month. Super excited about it. Super fun. Other than that, what games have you guys been interested in this month? What games have kind of come out, caught your eye, caught your interest? Oh, mm, my fault. My fault. I haven't played Helldivers in and I am dead. But yeah, guys, so we've been having a really good month for gaming and stuff like that too. I've actually been really appreciative of what's been going on gaming wise for the game community. The Kingdom Hearts community is also very much thriving like always. You guys know that I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan. They are officially pushing back the mobile launch title of Kingdom Hearts and for an expansion for Kingdom Hearts Unity, which is the mobile adaptation of Kingdom Hearts right now, which is actually pretty cool. Um, if you guys have Xbox Game Pass, you can officially download Doom. It's Doom Eternal, I'm pretty sure. You could download. I think that's the new Doom, the one set in the medieval ages. Dark. Yeah, if you guys have Game Pass, you're actually allowed to download it early. Uh, I'm super excited about the soundtrack. It is always a banger. Super, super cool. Ah, right. Marvel Rivals. Everybody's been talking about the new season for that as well as Call of Duty's new season came out a couple of days ago, which everybody's been excited to play. They released two brand new multiplayer. They played some two brand new multiplayer maps, which everybody is super having super fun with. They got the new Zombies DLC that just came out as well. And a good thing about it too is they were allowing it to be it's basically it's all free, which was very nice, very generous of them to give everything for free. Um Other than that, yeah, guys, so I mean we got a bunch of new games coming out. It's very fun, very fresh. Um there's still the controversy between PlayStation and Xbox exclusive titles. Marvel Spider-Man 2 just came out for PC, for Steam. Hogwarts Legacy just came out with DLC and or not DLC. The modding community for it is actually doing well for PC right now as well. That was something I was thinking about too. Right, right. Um, oh gosh, I'm being targeted. Um, it's cool having a little cool little different enemy types. I totally forgot how to throw grenades. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. And in the other gaming news, we are about to get. Let's see. Do. Oh gosh, I dropped my lost launcher. It just says collect the. It says collect the black box. Let's see. So one of the voice actors of Dragon Ball died recently. That might affect the next upcoming up DLC with everything. I've also been watching some of the comics of the Cross. They have been playing Shadows of Loathing and going back to Gears of War, playing through Gears of War, getting ready for Gears of War D-Day. That's what's up. Are you excited for Gears of War D-Day? I've also been watching I've also been watching Caleb play Shadows of Loathing, which that is a very underrated game. uh, that's what's up. Me. Another good thing too, guys. If you guys are interested in playing Payday 3, the DLCs have come out. They have done a lot of workarounds with the game. The game is actually a lot better than what it was at launch. So if you guys want to try that out, yes, they've actually done a big overhaul for the game, which I'm actually very very happy about. Right. And then High on Life. That's one of the games that has a big controversy behind it. If you don't know, the main gun in High on Life was what was his name? He was the yeah, Justin Roiland. He is in that game. They were trying to sadly replace his voice lines a couple months ago, and I don't think they ever got around to it. But yeah, the game they were gonna replace his whole. They're gonna do a patch for his whole voice log, and just make the gun silent or change the gun out entirely. Right. All right, guys, I got the black box. Run! uh, I also want to thank Helldivers too for giving me like 26 different armors and guns when I just started up the game today. I appreciate that. Love Killzone. That was actually a really good series. Um, Another thing that just came to Game Pass is the Sniper Elite series. Sniper Elite Resistance just came there. A ship. Yeah, I was so excited. And then we had the really cool Indiana Jones game, which actually came out, which I was actually kind of excited about. I have not gotten around to play it just yet, but I'm activating the terminal. I ain't got no gas in it. Did I drop the black box? What? That's awesome. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. And now that we've talked about our current games in the history of games, now we're going to move on to our next segment, which this came out in gaming history today, February 1st. I'm not gonna have the exact dates for everything because I did not have enough time to look at all the dates for all the games. But today, on this day in gaming history, what came out was Paris Dark Rally Special, Super Volleyball for the Genesis, Tiny Toons Adventures Baby's Big Break, Kirby Avalanche, which I'm a big Kirby fan whenever I'm playing on my Switch. The Game & Watch Gallery came out today too. Kirby No Kirkia Kids on the SNES came out. Super Family Glande. I'm gonna butcher some of these names. Monsters Inc. Scare Island, which came out for the PS1. Who has the black box? Oh gosh. Um, Curious George for the Game Boy Advance, Tom and Jerry, The Magic Ring, Casper's Scare School, Fink's World, The Sims Castaway Stories, The Lorax, the Truffula Shuffla for Android. Bejeweled Live came out for Windows, which that was probably about in the 1980s. Something about that. Talking about Dragon Ball again, Dragon Ball Fighter Z came out February 1st. Socks the Cat Rocks the Hill, Rally Point 2, and Garden of Banban. Now that was a really cool, interesting trope that they've kind of hopped on for the last couple years. They were kind of just like, hey, we're gonna make indie titles, and a lot of the indie titles and stuff like that was coming out, and that's a lot of what people were into as well. I have no idea. I thought I had it, but I guess not. Another cool thing about this month, guys, Brutal Legends came out in February. Brutal Legends was a phenomenal game that had a lot of good and fantastic stuff to the background of it. If you guys don't know, Brutal Legends had and was produced by a lot of the heavy metal groups. I think Ozzy Osbourne was in it too, if I'm could be mistaken, but Ozzy. Let's see what else interesting came out this year or in the years. Let's see. Akaju the Heartless came out. Angry Birds Friend for Adobe Flash came out. Apex Legends came out. The Avengers game that everybody hated. Anybody like BioShock? BioShock came out in February as well. I am definitely one of my favorite things was BioShock growing up. Let's see. The Devil May Cry 3 and Devil May Cry 4 came out. Diddy Kong Racing DS came out in February. Speaking of that, guys, the Switch 2 has gotten announced. Oh, and Demon Souls also came out, and the game that my brother broke for me when I was a child, The Blob 2. He put it in this thing that was like sticky foam and broke my game. And I had gotten a good way through D Blob, and like when I tell you, I was depressed for like the next 2 weeks. Sadness was just upon him. Croc 2 came out. Cooking Mama Cook Off, Cool World for the SNES. Crash Bandicoot, The Huge Adventure. If anybody's a Crash Bandicoot fan, unfortunately, they'll never come back, which is depressing. The creator of the game just said that they're not gonna want to make any more. Contra for the arcade and the NES came out as well in February. We could definitely use a Contra game to come to Switch. I think I've seen some of that. Yes. Unfortunately, we will never ever have another Telltale game, which you guys know I'm also a big fan of the Telltale game because there was the Telltale games. There are a couple that don't ever get mentioned that actually came out. Some of the episodes came out in February. One of the ones was Telltale Jurassic Park, which that game you cannot find nor buy anywhere, which is very tragic. And then they have Wolf Among Us. That was actually a good Telltale game. Yeah. Unfortunately, Telltale Games is no longer with us. They are gone. And speaking of another studio that shut down in the last couple months, it was TT Games. If you guys don't know what TT Games was, that was the people that made all the Lego games. Because Pharrell Williams bought them out. Yeah, that was heartbreaking. Because we were actually talking about that a couple of days ago in the group chat. If you guys do follow the Discord, it'll be posted down in the video later on today after our editor fixes all of this. Um, but yeah, Telltale Games or not Telltale Games, TT Games is no longer a thing anymore, which is like a lot of people didn't know about that. But like TT Games has been going around. Yeah, they've been going along for the longest time. Their very first game was the Star Wars game. They turned it to Lego game was the first one. They also helped out with Bionicles if anybody else is interested in that. Yes. Another cool thing about this month for retro gaming, if you guys are into Fusion Fall, which if anybody knows what Fusion Fall is, Fusion Fall just did their big update, thank goodness, and they're trying to buy the full rights to Fusion Fall, so that way they can get their so that way they can basically get dang, I was the sole survivor of that one, but but yeah, guys. But yeah, guys, Fusion Fall is very good. If anybody doesn't know what Fusion Fall is, Fusion Fall was the Cartoon Network crossover game. Super fun, super interesting. The guys that redid it was Fusion Fall Retro. I'm super happy about them. They have a really cool Discord. But recently they just upgraded the game, the massive overhaul. Now that you can actually see the inventory, and now you can actually see what goes on to getting your nanos, your games, and your guns and stuff like that now have a new description. They also updated from the winter event. They finally updated. Now they have Ice King, Jake the dog, and a couple others. It is a yes. They bought the rights, and the guys that did it, they took about a good couple hours and stuff like that just translating the game from Japanese to English. So we do appreciate you guys out in Fusion Fall Retro Land. I would definitely say you guys should definitely try and check out the game now that they've done the massive overhaul, especially now that they have all 151 nanos now in the game. They did. They tried to, and I don't think it really worked out for them. And they told them that at first, and then they were kind of like, now that Cartoon Network's not a thing anymore either. So now it's kind of like they lost all the rights to it, and the minute they did, Fusion Fall Retro went up and picked it up for them. Yeah. Yes, Adult Swim and Cartoon Network are two different companies. Yeah. So technically, yeah, but now Adult Swim owns Cartoon Network, and they just do the. Yeah. Let's see what else I can go pick up. Oh, yes, I heard about that. I'm gonna buy some of these little credits real quick before we hop into the next thing. But yeah, guys. Other than that, I mean, this year was a very big year for gaming as well, for gaming retro. I have been building a lot of my retro collection. I just went to Play and Trade, or not Play and Trade. Second and Charles, and I picked up Digimon Battle. I've been playing through that. I've been playing through Fuse, and I've been playing through this other game. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but it's one of these games where it's like a futuristic shooter, but you can like the main mechanic is just sliding around and slicing up and shooting enemies. It's a fun game. Super super fun. Yes. Let's see. Nice. Right. Right. I actually picked up Captain America: The First Avenger on PS3. It is. Now there is one game that I cannot seem to find at all. It's an old school game. It was originally on the Xbox 360, and that was the Incredible Hulk game. Th- Yeah, I got. That's the one I have been trying. I've been trying so hard to find. I just cannot seem to find that game anywhere. Second Charles is a super cool store. We need to go this way. Um, Also another thing most people do not know, West of Loathing or the Loathing game started back in 2002. Started off with Kingdoms of Loathing. That was their very first game. Yeah, it was. That's actually been talked about a lot. That's actually been talked about a lot recently. Was Kingdoms of Loathing because they're thinking that uh, if they're gonna do a new one, they're gonna do like a multiverse Loathing because the character that Spacehawk played, aka my brother, he played or yeah, Pistol Pete or whatever his name was. He's apparently one of the legendary people that they talk about through all the games. It was that one. It was Gabby, and then I can't remember from Kingdoms of Loathing, but I think it was like the Knight or something like that. So that everybody's talking about like, oh man, you know how nice it would be to just have like a multiverse of West of Loathing, and just bring that is a good pickup. That that is another thing too. That game is so underrated. It's yeah, and like especially because Caleb's not into like the RPG kind of games. I was kind of glad he enjoyed himself. Right. And it was the fact that they had a budget of I think it was only like they started off with a budget of only like I think 20,000 just to start the game off and their game gets it's so underrated. It's just like it's such a small game. And you never hear about it unless you find your friend's like, "Hey, have you ever played this game?" And then you're just like, "Oh, I've never played this." Uh, Another thing I want to see kind of come back this year is the Indigo Park series. We haven't heard nothing from them in a while. It's very upsetting, but I hope they come back. Um, so Indigo Park is about this meta AI that comes back, or you go to this theme park. It's almost like the park, the horror game that I played here on this channel a while back. And you're basically going through in this meta AI. His name is Rambly. He tries to help you out through the park and try to figure out what's going on with the park, essentially. I've got the package. Are we supposed to be doing something with this? It says activate a terminal. Uh, what about you guys? Have you guys played anything interesting lately? A little bit of old school nostalgia, anything else? That yeah, that's fun. There is one more game I do want to mention before we move on to the next segment. I would love to see another Blitz League. Please, PlayStation, if you do hear me, Blitz League 3. Oh, yeah. Oh, I also a couple months ago I did buy my brother a GameCube. So both my brothers now have the GameCube that we used to play as kids. As you guys know, I do talk about that as well. Games from my past. Nice, nice. Signal strength is 100%. Heck yeah. What happened? Let's see. Uh, And now, guys, for our very last segment, we are going to talk about games and future predicaments that we feel like will be coming to either PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, or anything like that. What's some future games you guys were kind of interested in? What are you guys kind of wanting for DLCs and stuff like that? Anything interesting future wise for you guys? Right. That's what's up. What about you, like House Monster? Any games you're interested in future wise? DLC could be anything. Oh, next objectives over here. Uh, I'm I am very excited for Borderlands 4 to come out as well. Just want to chime in. The Pandora's box sale. gonna die. Uh, yeah, that's one of the games I've actually been looking into. That game's gonna be good. Like I said, guys, Kingdom Hearts. We just gotta hold in there. I mean, that's just the best we can do for right now. I died. Uh, uh, let's see. The new Mario Kart is gonna be coming out this year. I'm actually kind of excited to see what that's gonna be like. Um, I I would also love to see I would love to see another couch co-op come back this year. At least something along the lines of a couch co-op. You don't see them very often anymore these days, but I would love to see a couch co-op. Yeah. We're supposedly gonna get or basically an SSD of Kingdom Hearts for Switch soon too. So super excited about that. The Marvel Wolverine game that got backlogged. That's what I've heard has gotten backlogged. Honestly, I think if they could do another Wolverine game, they could do another Deadpool game. I actually have the. uh, Speaking of Max Payne and stuff like that, there is one game series that I have been playing through recently that I would love to see a sequel to if they would do it the exact same way that it got released. I would love to see another Mad Max game. Eventually, I will beat the game. Yeah. The driving mechanics in that game was super good. And then apparently I don't know how true this is. I heard there might be a Hogwarts 2 Legacy in development. How likely do you guys think that's what that's what they were talking about? It definitely did. Let's see. Um, so another thing that is coming out this year that I'm actually kind of excited for, it's on my wish list already, is GTA 6. GTA 5, they were talking about it. It's coming. They're gonna do it for a free game of the month, like a couple months before GTA 6 comes out, just to pull up the hype with it. Right. Especially with all the heist out now, everything. The last heist finally came out, which was rest in peace. Lester is no longer in. He's no longer in the game. Uh, I don't know. I'm trying to find. I'm trying to figure that out. Dude, I got a foot. It's uploading now. But yeah, guys. Payday 3 is gonna be out for PlayStation 5 this month. I'm actually kind of, like I said, excited to get back into it. I bought the season pass and I just never played it, but no, I guess it'd be time to get back into it. Man. Oh, speaking of a future DLC, Golf with Friends has released that they're going to be doing another DLC in a couple of weeks. I love Golf with Friends. Uh, Me and Jacob got to play. We played right when it came out. It was the DLC for ooh, what was it? It was the Olympus DLC. Me and Jacob. Yeah, because I had texted Jacob. I'm like, hey, you remember how I said Olympus DLC is not releasing till next week? Yeah, it's 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 right now. We bought it. We were like one of the first people to play it. It was funny. Uh, it is. Uh, what else? What else? Um, I got you. I was very surprised that Red Dead got remastered. Anybody know about that one? I was actually kind of surprised they got remastered and the online got remastered and the everybody said, "Yeah, we're not playing Red Dead Redemption 2." Everybody went back to playing Red Dead 1. Let's see. I How much do you guys think Valve's going to do this year? You think they're going to get another Left 4 Dead or Half-Life 3 or anything like that? Uh, Uh, yeah, I'm about to release another set of Bad Batch. Um. Oh, speaking of that, that would be another good game if they would ever release a remaster or do another one. God, that would be such a good game. I played that recently. It was the game where you play as the stormtroopers. Yes, Republic Command. Republic Commander would be a super cool one. Uh huh. For sure, for sure. Be careful, my big what's up? Yes. Right. Let's see. Any other game predicaments? Let's see. Calling in an evac right now. Hashtag rip Edward Kenway. I just want to say that. For democracy. Uh, my last couple of game predicaments before we wrap up the end of the segment. Let's see. I would love to see a remastered Banjo Kazooie come to the Switch. Banjo Kazooie, Banjo Tooie. I would love to see it get remastered. I would very much enjoy it. I doubt we're gonna get another Smash title. I would love to see GameCube classics come to the library because I would love to go back and play Animal Crossing and be playing with my friends. Oh, trust me. That whenever I did that episode, when I told them how much I paid for Double Dash, it was a very controversial episode. Fun fun fact: me and my brothers played through a lot of GameCube games. A couple of the notable ones that we played through and beat was Super Mario Strikers. Yeah, that one was fun because I remember this. It was at night. Me, Jacob, and Caleb all stayed up one night. This was like I think it was a Friday night or something. Or no, this was a Sunday night. We all played Double Dash or not Double Dash, Super Mario Strikers until we beat the final. Because once you beat the final cup and everything like that, you get the verse the robots, and after you beat the robots, they become an unlockable character. And we all three we played that all night, and that was so fun. That would be that would be dope. The go. I seen that. I seen that. A couple other things from my gaming history. A couple years ago, me and my brother Jacob stayed up and played through Super Mario Galaxy. Rayman, the Rabbits Go to the Moon was also one of the games me and my brother played on the Wii. I wish they would remake that game and put that on Switch because that would be dope. They are. That would be really dope. Let's see. I also beat in my gaming library recently. I just beat Pokemon Stadium 1 for N64. Ugh. And I'm starting. I have a replication copy of Pokemon Stadium 2 because it was a lot cheaper. Uh, um, let's see. And a couple other things too. Let's see. I've also played through most of the Left 4 Dead campaigns. I just got. I just beat recently. Um, what was it? I just beat Dark Mesa because it was free on Steam a couple months or a couple weeks ago. It was free on Steam. I played through that and beat that. Yeah, that was super fun. Other than that, what games have you guys beaten recently before we wrap up the podcast? Any games you've beaten or played? That's what, that's what's up. Well, I want to thank you guys for tuning into the podcast. This is the first episode of season 3. We come out with new episodes every weekend because either we're going to do it either every Saturday or every Sunday. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank my two very special co-hosts for sticking around with me for these podcasts. We had our very special co-host, Lake House Monster. We very much appreciate you, and all the way from Comics and the Cross, the best streamers that you have never heard of. They stream. Well, I'll let LJ tell y'all when they stream, and Well, alrighty, guys. I do appreciate you guys sticking around with me today for this very special podcast. I'm gonna hop out of the party for a second and do a quick little shout out and do a little quick little TSA for everybody that is watching. So I'm gonna hop out. I do appreciate you guys sticking around and playing games with me. Alrighty. Well, I will see you guys later. Alrighty, guys. Before I start to wrap this up, I do want to give you guys a quick little shout out. I know we have not been streaming in the last couple months. It's been about a year or so since we streamed. I do want to announce the reason why. Back in March, our other co-host, unfortunately, the Team X member that passed away, Taylor Martin, if you guys know him as XX Tay, he did pass away in March, and we took a break from the channel. Me and Dre the Prodigy stepped back to reevaluate what was going on, and now we are rebranded. We're called Tales of the Gamer to tribute Taylor as well. I appreciate you guys so much for sticking around with us and all the subscribers and all the support. I know you guys have been probably monitoring the social media pages and everything like that, so I do appreciate you guys sticking around for that. Me and Dre the Prodigy will come back and talk about it probably tomorrow. I'll try to get him into a party and we'll just have a one-on-one session. It'll be a quick little, probably 10-15 minute stream. Just talking about the life of XX Tay, our poor cast member that did pass away. We do not want to give any details about why he passed away or anything like that to keep in name of the family members and everything like that. But I appreciate you guys so much for understanding why we had to take a step back from the channel and reevaluate what was going on. Other than that, guys, I appreciate you guys' time. Thank you guys for sitting here streaming with us, and thank you guys for listening to our rambles. So, my name is Mad Chicken 100. This was Tales of a Gamer, and I'm signing off.